While everybody was distracted by the winter storm in Minneapolis, U2 frontman Bono was accused of sexually abusing a 10-year-old girl and 12-year-old boy during a philanthropic visit to Africa with Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton in 2002. The victim claims that Bono, said to be a close associate of Jeffrey Epstein, joined a delegation that included Bill Clinton and Kevin Spacey on a tour through multiple African nations that year. But rather than reporting on the credible allegations coming out of Africa against Bono, the media have done everything they can to cover up the scandal, bury the allegations, and ensure the global child trafficking network, which is worth hundreds of billions of dollars per year, remains an open secret. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. We have known for years that Bono appears multiple times on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs, under his birth name Paul David Hewson. And we've known for years that in September 2002, Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein travelled together on a tour of Africa, which included stops in Ghana, Nigeria, Rwanda, Mozambique and South Africa. They were joined by Ghislaine Maxwell, who's currently serving 20 years in prison for trafficking children to nobody, as well as Hollywood stars Kevin Spacey and Chris Tucker. Now, according to bombshell testimony from Nigeria, the Epstein entourage met up with Paul Hewson, better known as Bono, who was keen to talk to his close friend Bill Clinton about his latest philanthropic endeavours on the continent. But according to the victim, philanthropy was the last thing on Bono's mind when he was introduced to her as a 10-year-old girl who knew his face from her uncle's record collection. Before we get to her bombshell testimony, let's provide a little context about Bono's philanthropic career, which has gained him a senior position at the World Economic Forum and brought him close to globalist gangsters, including Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, Tony Blair, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Henry Kissinger, John McCain, George W. Bush, and every other globalist tyrant you can name.
Bono links up with Jeffrey Sachs in the 90s and actually a little bit before that, doing this international development work. Now Bono, of course, is U2. He's the front man. He's this international sex symbol at the time, and giant selling out stadiums. He did these big kind of USAID fundraiser concerts, Band Aid and Live Aid. The BBC later reported that of the $100 million raised for hunger relief in Somalia at Band Aid, 95 million of it went to CIA-backed warlords to buy guns. So this is like another one of these things where you think you're raising public awareness. Oh, there's a hunger problem in Somalia, but there's also a civil war where you've got the CIA taking sides in that civil war, and these groups need weapons, logistics, supplies. And so when you've got USAID vans coming in that are said to be carrying medical supplies, or they're doing hunger relief, but you can't open that box because then the food will expire, it's very easy to hide guns in them. And so when you see these scandals where all this money is going not to make the world a better place and kumbaya and we're bringing food and medicine, but you're bringing guns, the money is being diverted for CIA covert action to actually kill people, not save people.
Right. Don't make the mistake of thinking Bono's globalist activism is in the past. He's still doing the CIA's bidding in conflict zones and child trafficking hotspots around the world. Wherever there are orphans and open borders, you'll find Bono, including Ukraine, the global epicenter of the child trafficking and adrenochrome industries, which are destroying the lives of millions of children every year. President Zelensky invited him to take up a suspiciously unnamed role alongside Marina Abramovich and perform live in subway stations.
Don't stand by me.
The U2 singer performed alongside his bandmate The Edge in an underground tube station in the capital. They were joined by a Ukrainian soldier during the gig.
What do you think of the people who did this, just finally?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I think it's one man's war, really. And I think there's people in Russia younger people know what's going on. And I trust in the younger people in Russia to throw this man out of his office that was so high and is so low right now.
And if receiving a Presidential Medal of Freedom from Biden wasn't enough to convince you that the man has more skeletons in his closet than Grammys, then how about the fact that he was knighted by the Queen of England as an Irishman for helping the British Crown keep the Irish down.
So Bono was formally knighted by the British Crown, and he met with the UK ambassador after he helped put down the Irish revolt against the British Crown. If you remember Sunday Bloody Sunday? No more war. It's like, you look at it now, he's got the Ukraine emoji in his bio, and the whole thing is war against Russia. But no war against the British Crown. And oh, I'm being knighted by the British Crown. I'm now Sir Bono because I helped put down that war.
Bono is the perfect example of a globalist sellout. More concerned with raising money to fund the CIA cutout known as US aid, and the chaos and destabilisation the globalists are committed to ushering in around the world. But that's the public image. Because when you listen to what an Epstein victim reveals about who was travelling together in 2002 and what happened in Nigeria, the story gets even darker. We have the full account after this important word from our sponsor. The global elite are raking in crypto billions, rigging markets to keep regular Americans like you broke. It's a deliberate wall. And as viewers of this channel already know, the globalists want you enslaved, not free. Block Trust IRA is smashing that with their Animus AI trading platform, which has been designed to outsmart the hedge fund managers so that everyday Americans have a chance at real financial independence. This is the #1 crypto platform, crowned by Bitcoin magazine from over 1,500 rivals. Thousands of ordinary Americans like you are already raking in 250% returns, backed by $200 million in military-grade security. The globalists absolutely hate this platform. It has created 80,000 new millionaires already. Block Trust IRA's mission aligns with ours. Financial freedom is the key to fighting back against the shadowy elite. So please visit tpvcrypto.com, links below, to find out more. For a limited time, they're offering my viewers up to $2,500 in bonus crypto when you open an account. Visit tpvcrypto.com and join the revolution today. While we wait for the US government to release all of the Epstein files, not just the 1% they've released to date, we now have evidence that Hollywood icon Kevin Spacey was part of Epstein's operation team, documenting everything. And Bill Clinton wasn't the only globalist VIP caught in his snare. And in this old Kevin Spacey interview, it includes a warning shot from Spacey himself, confirming he had some compromising footage of his own.
I went recently, I took a trip to Africa.
Oh, fun.
And it was great because every place I went, I had it just, I had the little
right, it's always there.
pack, and I could take it out and take photos.
Do you bring it on the set, stuff like that?
I do, yeah, I take a lot of pictures. I like sort of, documenting stuff. It's fun to
Epstein survivor Juliet Bryant corroborates the Spacey story. And this is important because it proves that Spacey was involved in Epstein's blackmail plots.
Spacey was filming everyone in the hall, the students included. And it was like a very basic hall. We were all sitting on like plastic chairs. It wasn't anything fancy or, wasn't at all what you'd expect. Like, it was just like a little podium for Clinton. There wasn't like, it was nothing like you'd expect for a Clinton speech. But it was weird that Kevin Spacey was filming all the people all around.
Spacey's footage is understood to be the motherlode of compromise, exposing multiple presidents, royalty, and entertainment industry elites. Which raises the question, were they testing Bono? Was he proving his allegiance to the occult cabal? Or was the footage gathered as part of a campaign to ensure his compliance until his dying day? According to an Epstein victim in Nigeria, who was recruited by Ghislaine Maxwell to serve as live bait for Epstein's guests, Bono is a serial killer, who is well known in Africa for killing children in cold blood, and then having their families erased by local militiamen.
My name is Aisha Okon from Lagos. In 2002, I was 10 years old that summer. That summer was hot, full of diesel smell from the roads. My brother was 12. Our uncle worked security for rich visitors on Victoria Island. He took us to a compound there, said it could bring money or connections. Jeffrey Epstein was at the place. White guy, looked serious. He said bad things about us right there. Filthy black monkeys, not even proper humans, only good for breeding or cleaning. He said it loud, no hiding. He didn't want me like that. He called Africans too low, too animal. But he was still looking for girls to give his friends, the ones who came with him and had a fetish for black skin. Then, this rock star showed up. I knew him straight away from the old records at home, the songs my uncle played all the time. He took me and my brother to another room. He talked a lot about his good work, charities, big concerts, helping people. I remember he said, "I've saved the world more times than you can count." But he got impatient fast. After that, I can't talk about what happened. It's too hard. When I think of what he did to my brother, I die a little inside each time. I just know we came out later hurting, shaking, and deeply ashamed because they were recording everything, but we were still alive. Then he asked me to bring more girls my age, gave me some money, said I should find them, said they could meet Bill Clinton, the President of America. Next day, a maid at the hotel spoke to me. She had seen things before with these men. She said quietly, "That man in the sunglasses likes to kill. Not just the girls, he kills their families too, so nothing comes back to him." Then he acts normal the next day, smiles for pictures. Nobody knows he's a killer. Run now. We couldn't just live easy. They had people watching, but I acted like I was helping. I told him I found girls, but they were scared. Wanted to meet first in a busy hotel lobby in Lagos. Middle of the day, lots of people around. He came. When he tried to take us upstairs, I shouted loud, "This man is trying to take small girls. Help!" People turned, phones came out, staff ran over. His people got scared of the crowd and cameras. They pulled him away quick. My uncles were waiting. They took us out the back, put us in a danfo, and we got lost in traffic. They didn't come after us. Too many people saw. Now it's January 30th, 2026. The Epstein files are coming out. Names, trips, everything. I'm saying this because people still think that Rockstar was a good man. They don't know he killed people. Me and my brother made it. Others didn't. This is for them. People need to know.
The name Jeffrey Epstein is synonymous with blackmail. But what was he doing in Africa in 2002? He was a Jewish supremacist who was interested in genetically engineering black people to make them smarter. Epstein survivor Maria Farmer revealed that his entire circle were Jewish supremacists who saw themselves as the chosen race, entitled to abuse white girls because they're shiksa.
Shiksa, the Goyim girl. What does shiksa mean? They say it all the time. They say, "Oh, well, he's dating a shiksa. Oh, he married a shiksa." It means a non-Jewish woman. But what does that actually mean? Shikas in Hebrew means detested. Shiksa together in Hebrew means foreign whore, like detested foreign woman.
This is why the elite are desperate to censor the masses and ban free speech. They're terrified of the truth coming out, because the public will rise up and tear them from their ivory towers. One of the global elite's most powerful weapons, a weapon few people realise is a weapon, is the VPN on your laptop or your phone right now. Industry leader Proton VPN is funded and controlled by the World Economic Forum, and Israel has bought up the rest of the most popular VPNs, including ExpressVPN, CyberGhost and private internet access. Because we care about our viewers and this movement, we're revealing the first trustless VPN, VP.net, built so that even if it wanted to spy on you, it couldn't. Even if the feds came knocking, they'll walk away empty-handed. It's built inside a secure enclave, uses military-grade encryption, and stores zero data. Yes, really, zero zilch nada. Sign up today at vp.net/TPV, and you can finally stop asking who's monitoring me, because the answer is they were, but with vp.net, not anymore. Go to vp.net/TPV and take back control before it's too late.